Hi guys, my name is Ben,
And I'm Nathan.
and welcome back to the Pride of Villa. We're here for another pre-match preview of Aston Villa versus Arsenal on the 21st of July 2020. We're going to go through some of our quick thoughts before the game, our predicted team lineup, and the predicted outcome of the game. So if you are going to enjoy this video, do the following, leave the like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, check our favourite groups. You already know what to do, but it's in the description. It's going for 2 more games, and then we're going to change it up. But 2 more games, go in the description, use the discount code to get 10% off. Without further ado, we'll jump in straight into it. Nathan, Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Some people said Everton was the biggest game of the season. To me, this isn't still the biggest game of the season. It's going to be West Ham, the biggest game of the
Yeah.
season. Probably the biggest game in the past 10 years. But looking at this game today, how'd you see Arsenal?
Well, just before we get into that, I had a sleepless night. I think it only just came to me. They were against Arsenal today, and if we don't come out with anything, it's going to be very hard for the last game. I bought a new shirt as well to give us some luck. I actually really like this. I didn't really like the green before, but I like it now. But going into today's game, I wasn't positive before. Obviously, Arsenal they've just done something quite mental. They've just beat Liverpool, and now they've just gone on to beat Man City.
Yeah.
It's looking very strange if we did win, but as I was saying last night to some people, we have an advantage now because Arteta's most likely going to put a lot of his best players on the bench. I'd say he should really rest Bamyang. I know he would be a massive threat to us, but they don't really need the Premier League right now, do they? Like the FA Cup.
Well, let's look at it this way. There's a lot of things that's come out since we last played. I think talking about Arsenal, they can't really they can't get top six now.
No.
Wait, can they? How many
I
points?
don't
They're on
think
53
it's
points.
results.
Well, this 6 points away from top six. We've got They've got a game in hand against Wolves, so they could go for it, and still get the Europa League. Yeah. So they could go for it there, but to me, it screams. I don't think they're going to get top six. I think they are stuck to mid-table. So I'd like to think they're going to rest it and go for the FA Cup this season.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's still not going to be an easy challenge.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a very hard game still.
But talking about teams around us, we'll start with probably the biggest news of Watford sacking Nigel Pearson. Yeah. 2 games before the season ends. A very surprising outcome considering where he got them originally with Watford. And even though they may not be in good form right now and in a possibly threatening situation, it doesn't really make sense for me, at least, to sack him until the end of the season if you are going to do that, depending on where they are.
Very strange, isn't it? 2 games before.
So that could be an advantage to us because that could mean a dip in form or just loss of management structure to Watford for those final 2 games, considering they're playing Arsenal, Man City. So we could go very wrong there and in our favour. In terms of
lose 4-0.
Yeah. In terms of Bournemouth, they obviously played their second to last game the other day. Lost. Did they lose? Yeah, they lost
2-0 to Southampton, which I actually loved. I was watching all the way through. When they got that goal, I thought it was a goal until the VAR came up. And then Southampton just pop up with that next goal. And now we're equal. Minus 27 goal difference as well. So
I think, Bournemouth only have got Everton away. Unless they win 4-0, which isn't going to happen, they're pretty much down.
Well, Everton could actually win this now, considering they did win Sheffield.
Yeah.
That's all we got to hope for. But I think it's a game where you can't really say Bournemouth are going to come out on top, even though they have looked good sometimes. But they just lost to Southampton. Everton just won against United. So I think Everton will come out with a win on this one. and everything's really going in our favour. Obviously, with Watford basically a mess right now, I can't see any caretaker pushing them up. I don't think they're going to get any more wins this season. And all we need is those. Well, we could even do it with 3 points, I reckon.
But
But actually,
that's what I want to talk about, because where we are 31 points, but we have 27 minus goal difference, whereas Watford have a 23 minus goal difference. Now, considering they're playing Arsenal and Man City, I'm pretty sure that goal difference is going to come down. In terms of us, although I think realistically we need the win today.
Oh my God! Imagine a win today and they lose 4-0.
Even if it's a loss, that still means there's still a chance, but that means we have to. It's simply it's a win at West Ham, or if it's nothing. Even if it's a draw today, that's fine.
I think.
But then again, we still have to win against West Ham. Yeah. So I'm not really fussed overall about the outcome of this game, even if it is a loss, because I think it's simply put, it's just a better team than us. But I'd like to see us. I'd like to see a win at this, but I just don't think it's going to happen. To me, since Bournemouth losing that game, Watford sacking the manager, I've just got that sneaky feeling.
You got that little feeling that
we're gonna worm our way out of it.
I don't care if it's scrappy or not. We're gonna do it.
Yeah. I don't know what to say, because
we're in a weird position right now.
Yeah. I suppose we're just gonna have to wait and see. But we'll talk about predicted team. Just run through it really quick. I think we should. Do we stick with the same team that we have? I'd say maybe make a few changes. I'd say taking Davis for Samatta, because I think
yes.
Either way, they both can't score. But I think judging the Everton game, Davis
the chances zone.
Yeah, Davis looked like he had more of an impact to the game.
Yeah.
In terms of wingers, maybe bring on El Ghazi. I don't know. I think for me, I'd still keep Trezeguet on, although he didn't look as good.
You never know. It could be one of those things where he's only good at home.
Yeah.
Never know.
I think Trezeguet is just offering a bit more effort right now, and I just don't really see the point in keep putting El Ghazi in when he just can't take his chances. And still give Jota some sort of chance.
Yeah.
Because I think he deserves it, really. But apart from that, I'd keep the same defence, because it was really solid against Everton. Midfield was perfectly fine. Just needs to see a bit more effort coming from them. And the front three simply need to be scoring goals. Going to a predicted scoreline, then what do you see the outcome of the game being?
Well, score?
Yeah.
Oh, you're asking me this again?
I'll always ask you this.
Oh, don't know what to say, because a win seems like... A win just feels like if we win, we are staying up, but...
The only way winning this game is by, one goal.
Yeah,
so
and then we just...
There is no way Arsenal aren't going to score.
If I had to say the score... Right, from a Villa fan's point of view, I'm going to say 2-1 us with a late goal. I think Trezeguet is going to come out really good after what I've been seeing. He wants us to stay up, so I don't know what it was. You got Target too saying something about the strikers, keep us up or something. I don't know. I'm just reading all this up on One Football. You've got Mings and Grealish, potentially some others who's going to have their last home game tonight, which is very sad. So I'm hoping to see a really good performance from all of them. I think it's about time Grealish got his goal, so why not have it at home against a good team? So I'm saying Grealish and Trezeguet to get a goal, and Aubameyang, if he is playing, to get one against us. But realistically, I'll probably say 2-2. I think I'm going off last game with them I think it was very tight last game until the last 20 minutes or so. But you got to remember, they are at our home. They're not going to want to play the best players. Going to rest until August the 1st against Chelsea. And if they do that for us, and we stay up, they can beat us all they want next season. Just thank you for letting us beat you, and yeah, thanks for letting us stay up as well. And yeah, what do you think?
I think Arsenal will rest players. I don't really see him getting top 6, although it's still possible.
Yeah,
I don't think
they want it.
I don't think it's going to happen. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they really want it anymore. I want to say a loss because I just think it's going to be the better quality. Yeah, I will say a loss. I'll say 2-1 to Arsenal. I think.
Oh God.
I think not just because I'd like to see him win. I've already said this. You know.
Right,
But,
what's your Villa fans' point of view?
Well, I don't know. I just don't see it happening.
I really can. I can.
It's just the better quality of the team. I just think they will bottle it.
Well, you know.
I just don't see him being Arsenal. You know, if we couldn't do it there at their place, which we nearly did, you know, I just don't see it happening here. I think it's just the quality of the players they have, and I think that'll show. If I had to be optimistic, I will say, if there's any way we're gonna win, I think it has to be 1-0 win. I think it has to be scraped. It's the only way I can see us winning without Arsenal.
And who's the scorer?
I don't know, bloody. We'll go McGinn.
McGinn?
Yeah.
He's been awful. Should we just talk about more news then?
Oh, go on then.
Because there's been quite a lot of news. A lot more information of the transfers. Obviously, we know Grealish isn't going to stay with us, even if we stay up. But that's okay, though, because we're going to get a lot of money off him. I'm all right with it.
Well, no, it depends what they do. Because if we do stay up, and say the manager's like, okay, we want to start building a team around Grealish. We want to, you know, I don't think he will stay. I agree with you either way. I think he's off. But you never know; it could still happen.
I'm seeing Mings is starting bids 30 million, which I'd probably agree with, maybe.
I'd say about 20. I'd say about 25. The same that we bought him for.
His price is really knocked off for me because of how bad he's been playing the last few games.
Yeah.
But if he plays how he used to play, like, what can I go off? What games can I go off? He had like a really good game. I forgot.
Blackburn.
Yeah, them days. Yeah, I'd definitely start with 30 million. A lot more news about John McGinn moving to Newcastle, which I
wouldn't be surprised that happened.
I can actually see it happening, sadly. I'm just thinking about if we do stay up, the people we'll bring in. The ones I want, definitely, which I've seen, is Tammy Abraham. That is something that can actually happen. I'd love to have him back.
That's not the point. No, it's as we've discussed. We've already got Wesley, who I think we need, because I think he's both the strikers in one. I think then you send Davis out on loan, you just put Samatta on the bench.
But think about it. I mean, Wesley and Abraham.
Yeah, but
mental.
Abraham, for as good as he's been this season, I don't think overall he's amazing. And for what we need, I don't think
he's something that we need. Though, like, we're not a big club, neither are we a small club. We just need that one player who people can say, "Oh, he'll score against us."
Well, what I'm saying is, you talk about big players. To me, I've said this enough times. There is only one big player we need, and it's Benrahma. However, I do think
I did watch him the other night, and I've got to say he's really good.
Brentford, to me, look like they're going to get that second place now because they'll be playing Barnes, who was West Brom playing QPR. So unless West Brom actually play good, I think it's in Brentford's back. So I think they're going up with Brentford, and I think we're not going to get him now. But to me, it's more of a case. It's more of a case of improving the wingers rather than the strikers, because I think, we just got to wait and see what Wesley brings. But from what I've read, I heard something about Aston Villa looking to improve their youth academy, which is a nice thing to see, because I've always felt like that's something that doesn't get enough talking about because that's Villa. Because I'd like to see us be like Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man United, have a
Yeah.
loads of great youth players come up, because we don't really get to talk about the youth players that come up. We only have a few that come up now and again. But even then, they don't break into the first team like a lot of these players have been doing. So I'd like to see that have more of an impact on Villa, because I don't think they put enough attention to it. But as I say, we're just going to have to wait to see what happens tonight and the end of the season.
Just going off it though, we should really talk about the points. Obviously, we know there is a chance staying up at 34 points, and we could potentially get 37 points, but I'd probably go with the realistic one would be 35 points. I think a point tonight and 3 points against West Ham. And then we just have to sit through Watford's game against Arsenal. We just hope the goal difference goes down. And
goes down?
Goes up, sorry. And yeah, because I can see Watford losing tonight 4-0. If they did get a goal, I think it would be from Troy Deeney. He wants us to go down, don't he? He's a Blues fan. We don't care about him, you know. So yeah, I'm saying 4-0 tonight. I think it's gonna.
Because obviously, Watford are playing Man City tonight, so I think their goal difference will go down.
It's got them. Maybe not drastic like 4-0. I'm just saying.
I can see him getting a spanking. I can see him getting a spanking now that Pearson's gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's hard to say, really. I think I would agree with you in the sense that I think, for me, the minimum realistic points we're going to get is 35.
Yes.
I think West Ham's being... I think everyone's so convinced West Ham's going to be a win when actually it's going to be a lot harder than it looks.
They are hard to play now. Obviously,
that's what I'm saying. Their form is...
The ones they brought in January. Jared Bowen is his name.
Yeah, he's going to be mental. But it's the form of West Ham that they bring. You know, they've... West Ham, Norwich, drawn with Newcastle, lost to Burnley. Who else did they do? They beat Chelsea, lost Tottenham, lost Wolves. So really, form-wise, they're not looking too bad. But it's just going to have to be one of those where we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
When we get into it, just need to fight for life. Like,
yeah.
Bloody hell. I don't think they necessarily need a win, if you know what I mean. They just need a draw.
Well, West Ham's practically safe. We already know that.
Yeah.
It's not really going to...
They shouldn't really be going for it, if you ask me.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if they play tonight because they're going to play us next. So really, even if they draw... If they draw tonight or whenever...
Who are they against? West Ham?
I'll just have a quick...
Is it us next?
We'll be the last team to play against them. They're playing Manchester United tomorrow, so they could lose it. So even then, West Ham could still somehow go down. But I think they're safe.
Yeah.
So realistically, it really will come down to Aston Villa West Ham, because simply put, they'll want to guarantee their safety on that last day. We'll want safety on the last day.
Might as well just talk about it now. For that last game, guys, we want to make a big deal out of it. So we've got a few things that we might do. Like, obviously, we're going to watch it together.
Yeah, I think we both agree on the idea that we want to try and bring live reactions, whether that does come out after the game, and we just upload the highlights, or if we somehow find a way to do it live. We want to try and bring you that, us crying our heads off when we lose on that
We'll try something new. So tonight as well, I'll be going through the team sheets before, unless Ben wants to do it. Either way.
That's fine. We'll think something. But if you want to see us do that live reaction, 10 likes.
10 likes.
10 likes. But we'll probably do it anyway.
The football video is going to be coming out if you give us 10 likes.
Yes, the football video is done. And if you are interested, I think it's pretty good. But as we say, you've got to leave 10 likes. But without further ado, we're going to end this preview there. We both different perspectives on the game. Let's just hope they can make us proud on the night. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, as we just said. Follow us on our social pages. You'll be able to follow us there and tell us what videos you'd like to see. Leave us in the comments down below what you also think, because we have been on a lot of comments recently, so we'd like to see what you think
Yeah,
about
keep that up,
the
guys.
game. Without further ado, he's been Nathan, I've been Ben,
cool.
up the Villa with the Pride of Villa. We'll see you later, boys.
Jamie on the beat, boy.